Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout 4 Creation Club Part 6. In today's episode we're going to be looking at a few new dog breeds, as well as the Dog-O-Matic. It's a new Creation Club item. So, first of all we need to find dog meat. And as you can see, I've already been playing around with the Creation Club stuff, so this is him in the black skin, which is personally my favourite skin for dog meat right now. It's very cool. Really good with the Chinese stealth suit and good for an overall stealth playthrough if you want a companion that's nice and quiet. So this is it, the Transdoggifier Mark 1, and it's black skin. And then there's the Transdoggifier Mark 2, which is to change the breed of dogs. So if you've downloaded any of the Creation Club dogs, you can change dog meat to look like these breeds. So, what we'll do is we will slowly go through each of the different breeds of dog and colours, starting with the colours and skins for dog meat first. Nice blue glowing effect when the skin comes off. So, you want to go down to the Doggifier Mark 1. And we're going to do diseased first, I think. Now, unfortunately, for some reason, I decided to keep going back to dog meat instead of just dragging him over, which I'm about to do in just a wee moment. Yeah, the voiceover for my channel is done basically during the editing process. For some reason, my Xbox won't allow me to actually do it through while I'm making the video itself, so I have to do it after. So we'll pop the Mark 1 on first, and this is what dog meat looks like if he was, well, to me it's more Fallout. It just seems more plausible that dog meat would be in bad condition. I mean, every other dog in the wasteland looks like crap, but dog meat apparently gets to look okay. I think it's really good for immersive role playing, this particular skin. So now we'll check out the grey fur. Now, to me, dog meat would be relatively old. I mean, if he's helped so many people in the waste, I personally think dog meat should be an older dog. You know, he's smart, he follows commands very well. I would put him down as an older dog myself. So yeah, this is dog meat if he was like maybe 5-6 years older. I think it looks really good. They've done really well with the textures for it. I just think it looks really smart. So now we're on to the white fur. What I really like about this mod in particular is that it's always going to add to it. So every time a new dog comes out, whether it be a husky or a chihuahua or whatever they want to make dog meat into next, or whatever new creation dogs they want to bring in, this mod is always going to be quite relevant, this Creation Club mod. Oh wait, sorry guys, that was actually the standard mod. This is going to be the white dog mod. The white skin. I think this looks really smart on him. Very cool. I mean, personally I prefer black always, but it does look very nice that he's white. I personally think they should have made it albino. It would have been interesting to see dog meat if he was albino. So now we're probably going to start on the dog breeds. So we're going to start with a boxer first and see how that looks on dog meat, because I was really gutted that we couldn't take the dogs that we find in the Creation Club system as a companion. They're basically just guard dogs. They're just accessories for your settlement, which is really aggravating. I mean, granted, it brings more liveliness to it, but you know, I just think this is nicer. So I'm not a big fan of boxers myself, but it is a very good set of skins for dog meat in effect. So we're going to check out the Dalmatian. Now I really like the Dalmatian an awful lot. I think the Dalmatian is an absolutely excellent breed skin for dog meat. Out of all the dogs, I'd probably say the Dalmatian has got to be my favourite. Now we're on to the Golden Retriever. I'm obviously not going to do the German Shepherd because that'll just be dog meat as a standard. Even though you put the collar on the dog, as far as I know, you don't actually really get to see the collar, which is really good for immersion as well, because it just makes dog meat look like the plain dog. I really like the Golden Retriever as well. It's got to be my second favourite dog so far on the Creation Club list, as I'm not a fan of terriers or small dogs or fighting dogs like pit bulls and Rottweilers. Although I do like myself a nice Doberman Pinscher. So now we're on to the Great Dane. I was fairly disappointed with the Great Dane, to be honest, because I expected the Great Dane to be a much bigger dog. And dog meat just doesn't really change in size that much. He just doesn't change in size at all. A Great Dane should be, I mean, I'm about 5'5", so a Great Dane should be at least a few inches taller than that. But I do think the Great Dane skin is a very nice skin as well. But like I say, I was a bit disappointed that they couldn't have changed the proportions so that dog meat's proportion would change with the breed of dog. So I hope they never bring out a Chihuahua unless they can shrink dog meat. So now we're on to the Pit Bull for the Trans Dogifier part, Mark II. I'm not a big fan of pit bulls, as I said earlier, but it is a lovely looking skin, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there that have pit bulls themselves that look very similar to that dog. They'll really enjoy that. And now we're on to the Rottweiler. Now, I'm pretty sure there are Rottweilers in the base game of Fallout 4. And I'm pretty sure some of the junk dogs or some of the dogs that you capture can be Rottweilers. Either that or they're some sort of pit bull. But I'm sure I've seen these running about the wasteland. So, we'll go with this one. We'll go into the waste with this. Now, what we'll do next is we will try and find the 2 new dogs. Now, I haven't done anything on the other, so yeah, you can find the Rottweiler near the Coast Guard Pier, which you'll see in a moment. So yeah guys, I will be doing a review of some of the Skyrim Creation Club stuff that I've purchased, but I won't be doing many reviews because I'm quite limited in what I purchased from the Skyrim Creation Club. But all the new stuff I've purchased, so we'll be doing a review on that in another video at a later date. Right guys, so here's the Rottweiler. As with all the other dogs that you've seen in my previous videos, you can adopt them and rename them. And send them to your settlements. I'm going to be sending this guy, who I've decided to call Warrior, I think. Is it Warrior? No, it was Ash. Yeah, we're going to send Ash to Hangman's Alley in a moment. There we are. Send him to Hangman's Alley and we'll find the next dog. Now me, I've found that the Creation Club stuff has been so integral to my longest playthrough and my newest ones. Like, some of it's been really useful for survival mode in particular. Yeah, in survival mode I found that certain foods and drinks from the other Creation Clubs, like the Slocum Joe's one, that's been really handy because you can refuel yourself and get really good buffs, especially with strength and experience and that. So I found that it's really good for that. The dogs I found were really interesting and really good as a concept, but I'd like them to expand on the creatures section. I'd like them to expand to cats maybe, and possibly even other animals altogether. You know, other animals that people have kept commonly. Even reptiles. I'd really like to see them bring out snakes such as pythons or rattlesnakes or any number of creatures, and I'd like them to make enemy creatures. You know, they could do something like bring the centaur back, or they could even add in new creatures that they were playing about with. Things like Nightkin. I wouldn't mind seeing a small quest line where you have to shut down a facility where Nightkin are being made. You know, just an underground building somewhere where you go in, you shut off this machine, stop the Nightkin taking over the Commonwealth, and then have random encounters with Nightkin. Be a good way to get free stealth points, and they could bring back some of the new Vegas weapons, such as the bumper blade and things like that. Be awesome. Another thing I think Creation Club is really lacking right now is it's really lacking weaponry. I mean, Ultimatum, the BFG 9000, the prototype Gauss rifle, and the pipe shotgun, yeah, they're alright weapons. Yeah, they're really good. I enjoy them a lot, as you're seeing me using Ultimatum an awful lot these days. But they're a bit lackluster. I want a good quality machine gun, or even then, better explosives. Be badly need better explosive weaponry in Fallout 4 because we've got the Fat Man and a rocket launcher, and that's it. That's all we've got. And I'm not going on a rant here, guys, but I personally think it would be better to have more explosive weaponry. Now, if you were getting the Chinese stealth suit on a new playthrough, especially a survival playthrough, you could also just turn around the corner and pick up the pit bull. The pit bull is one that I named Warrior, by the way, but I think that was a nice touch, popping him right there, because it means that if you're on survival mode and you're going to get that, you can get yourself a free dog immediately. You can get that and Labrador pretty much at the start of the game, especially if you're desperately trying to get down to the South Boston military shelter to get it. Whenever I start a survival playthrough, I usually go for that first, and I wear the Doom Marine armor the whole way down, simply because of the damage and radiation resistance, which I think is fantastic. So we're going to send him to Hangman's Alley as well. As I was saying, guys, I honestly think that there's an awful lot that they could do with the Creation Club. They really need to add more machine guns and new types of explosive weapons. I'd really like to see a better AK-47 style, like Chinese assault rifle or something, brought back into the game. And even then, the hunting shotgun, we need a better shotgun. I mean, the combat shotgun's great, and so are the pipe and double barrel shotguns, but they're too Fallout 3-ish. You know, I'd like to see some of the weapons from New Vegas to make it over, especially the plasma caster as well. And when it comes to more skins for the dogs, I honestly think they could make a cyberdog version, you know, that would maybe give dog meat a perk, or give us a perk even. So what I discovered with the Creation Club editions, especially this lot, is that using the dog traps, you can actually get multiples. So see all the dogs that you've went out and collected for these quests, they're not the only ones of these dogs you can get. You can actually get more of them by popping down the dog traps from Wasteland Workshop DLC. And I've got 2 Labradors and I think 2 Great Danes or something. So all you need to do is just fix them up and you're sorted, you're ready to go. Now, like I say, that's one really good thing about the Creation Club items, is they integrate really well into the game. The guys who made all these, and the quality control at Bethesda must be fucking excellent, because they can actually get all this down to a T. To the point where even I wouldn't have even expected to be able to attach any more of these dogs. I thought it was going to be as simple as you pick up the dog, and just like the BFG being a completely unique item, that'd be it. You wouldn't be able to get any more of the dogs. So when I tried it out and tested my theory, I was really pleased with it. It's something I've not seen touched on by the other videos that you can use it. Now these are the new Creation Club items that came out in the last bundle, which were like the outfits. So some of your settlers will turn up wearing outfits. I think this is a Nuka-Cola one. You can't see it really well because of the lighting, and in fact, I'm going to jump into workshop mode in a minute and actually establish more lights in the building, because I really want to show off a couple of the extra Creation Club items that came out today, including the new Pip-Boy skin. I got the Overseer's Pip-Boy skin, which I thought was excellent.
Seems to be growing well.
So yeah, this is the Vault 111 t-shirt and trousers that you get. It's a bit annoying that there's a wet effect on them right now, but they look very smart. I really enjoy them. I think it was very cool. It only gives you 2 charisma though, which is a bit annoying, and I haven't been able to test out whether it's got ballistic weave capabilities, because I've not really done anything with the railroad. I've basically spent my main playthrough just leveling up, doing settlements up, and doing some of the quests, but not the main quest line yet, because I'm not wanting anything permanent to be concluded from it. So yeah, we'll go into workshop mode now and we'll pop everything down. So this is the new Overseer skin. I'm not sure if I've done anything yet on the Nuka-Cola ones. I'm pretty sure I did in my last video, but then again, that might be done in another day. And guys, I still have a few more Creation Club items to go over. I've still got things like the BFG and a couple of other weapons to go over, and the horsepower armor as well, which you'll see in future videos. I know everything's a bit muddled up compared to the way everybody else releases it, but I do my videos in my spare time when I'm not at work. So yeah, we'll pop a couple of lights up here. And then we'll pop a few connection rods up. Put one down here. I was going to pop a connector rod there, but then I just thought it would look ugly with a load of wires going straight through the entrance, so we'll go with the old-fashioned ones on the top. And we'll put one in there. And another wire. Actually, we don't need that one. Yeah, we'll remove that one. Well, there we go. There's some better lighting going on in here now. And we'll get some lighting into the garage in a minute. We'll pop some side lights down as well. We'll get the garage nice and lit up. That's the only thing that I've found about Fallout 4 is it's really dingy, and even the lights aren't the greatest things in the world. I'm going to have to move that weapons bench out the road, and then we'll pop up a light. And there we go. There's one light down. 2, 3, and we'll put one more light down just above the workbench. And there we go. Righty, now I can actually show off the new Pip-Boy skin. So this is it here, basically. It's sort of got a wooden veneer finish on it. I thought it was really smart, and I really like it an awful lot. Better than some of the other Pip-Boy skins. So anyway guys, that's our review done for today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe, and leave a comment and tell me how I'm doing my videos. This is Johnny's Gaming.